Alright, so today I am doing a stuffed cabbage and a baked chicken. So right now I have my rice. I have two and a half cups of rice boiling. I'm not gonna cook it all the way because I'm gonna cook it the rest of the way with the ground beef in the oven. What I'm doing is I boil some water with salt in it so I can get my cabbage leaf to come off a little bit easier. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna end up taking this core out to release the leaves a little bit better when it's boiled. I'll be right back. Alright, so I removed the core and I did cut a little bit more down in there just so I can get more leaves if I need to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of carefully place this in the big pot of water over there. Alright, so I'm about to get started with my mixture. Alright, so what I'm going to do, have my bowl. I'm going to crack 2 eggs in here. If you're only going to make a little bit, not a lot, then you can just do 1 egg or increase it or decrease it as needed. 2 eggs. A cup of 2% milk. Alright, I did more, so like a cup, almost 2 cups, not quite. Alright, I'm gonna add a little bit of sea salt in here. And black pepper as well. Maybe like a tablespoon of each. And then I'm just gonna whisk it together. Alright, so once you have that well combined, I am using all lean ground beef, all natural for mine. I already made my rice. I just cooked it. Not all the way, but about 90%, maybe 80. Alright, so I'm going to start with putting my ground beef in here. I was considering using ground turkey, but I've never had stuffed cabbage with turkey meat, so I was kind of skeptical. As you see, I made a boatload of rice. I'm going to just use some for later in another meal. So I'm going to make a cup and a half of rice. Alright, I chopped up a small onion and like a half a bell pepper. I chop them up kind of fine because I really don't want to see them too much in the stuffed cabbage. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to just go ahead and get this mixed up. Alright, so I have it all mixed up. I just mixed it with my hand. And it can get ugly sometimes, so I'll just take that part off camera. But this is what it looks like once it's well mixed together. Okay, there you go. I added just a little bit more rice because it wasn't the consistency I wanted. So now I'm gonna start getting my leaves off of my cabbage here. Just a second. Okay, so I got my leaves off. They put off pretty easy. All you gotta do is actually when you get you some tongs and just pull it by this thing here and then slide right up. This thing. We'll end up cutting that off anyway. But see, my leaves are nice and perfect. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping in 1 minute. Alright, I'm gonna get started on my sauce. I'm just using regular store-bought ragu, the traditional kind. Just gonna go ahead and put that in my pan if I can get it open. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to loosen it up and put a little bit more in here. I just put a little bit of water in here because I'm gonna have to loosen the sauce up a little bit anyway. Alright, so because I got the traditional kind, which I like better, and I can just prep it up myself, I bought some basil pesto sauce. I'm just going to put like a teaspoon in there because this stuff is kind of strong. I got all these ingredients from Walmart. Okay, this is about all you need. And mix it up in there. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in here. Pepper. Salt. Whisk it up real quick. And then we'll start the assembly in just a second. My pan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the sauce and just spray it at the bottom, like thinly. So lightly coat the bottom of your pan. More, and just pour it right over the rolls before we put them in the oven to bake them. This sauce smells so good. Put that basil paste in there. Alright, so I got my little layer down there. Alright, I am starting to roll these bad boys up. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this little piece out here because it's not needed. Alright, so right now I have a leaf with no core on it. It has a little bit. I'm just going to cut that little piece off too, because it just makes it harder to roll. So that's one road. It's like a little burrito. And I'm just set it in my sauce. Mix one. Same thing, cut out the core. Well, what's left of the core, of course. It's a big one. I don't know who I'm cooking all these for. There's only 4 of us. But I always have company, so I always try to make more than enough. Just in case, you never know. So one more. That one's pretty big. I guess that's one for my husband. Let me keep on wrapping these real quick. Be right back.